Hey man, first things first, before I even start this video, rest in peace to all the lives that were negatively affected by gun violence, right? Don't believe the guns hurt people. I think people hurt people. And something that has been really tearing up, the news, and they've been really doing a lot of fear mongering lately, and sharing their viewpoints and how it's an issue, but no one wants to provide legitimate resolutions, and here's my bright idea, because, your boy's a little off. But what if we give principals and vice principals military training? Sounds crazy, right? Just think, imagine your principal or vice principal, because you gotta think, vice principals and principals are there, even teachers are there for the children, for their future, even though the principals are always viewed as, always on my case, or, always making fun of them, or, they're the enforcer. You never like your principal in all stages of school, but they are legitimately there for them. I truly honestly believe that. And I believe, hey man, if our principal and vice principal has an AR in the office and somebody comes in here and light this mug up, if they have training twice a week, going through houses, moving targets, whatever, that would give me so much confidence as a parent, knowing that not only do we have the police, but we have a principal and vice principal that both have assault rifles. And it sounds kind of crazy because people are like, oh, well, the kid, I'll startle the kids. Your kid should not fear guns. Your kid should fear stupid people with guns. And we're unable lately to even know the difference between the two. But I feel like as a kid and as a student, you should feel so comfortable and so at ease the fact that your principal has an assault rifle. Now, it should be where the location should be. It should be accessed and etc. That's a different, there should be procedures so that only they have access. Shouldn't be shared with anyone. And that should be regulated by the government. The whole process and procedure, where it should be located, how, when, and when not to use it. All of that crap should be handled by the government. And there should be strict standards and regulations, and the process should be pretty good. They should have how long it takes for you to get to the gun, when to shoot, when not to shoot. And some people are like, oh, it's too much to ask for a principal. But I know if I was a principal for a school, me personally, and if I truly, it sounds nuts, if I truly cared about these kids, I'm not gonna let no kid die. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. And I feel like it would discourage a lot of these school shootings, and a lot of these mass shootings. But then, I understand some people are going to be like, oh, well, what about, this happening at churches? And, churches, you can feel free to do whatever you want anyway, but in a school, it's kind of different. But I think that should be looked at, and I know some people are like, oh, well, I don't want to, that's not part of my job. Well, get a new job. Get a new job, man. It's not that hard to, get some extra gun training, even if it was once a week for a month, once a week per month, like for the entire school year. And then during the summertime, you just practice at the gun range, and you have one specific gun range, and you go here with the other principals and vice principals, and you are trained by people that hopefully were ex-military, ex-cops, current active military, current cops, FBI agents, people that really do this for a living, and that are great and highly trained for emergency situations. They can hit moving targets, and they can execute and operate when everything's on the line. I think that would be a great. That's my personal resolution. What happened was very sad. I thought about it so many days. Now, I have a son. I have a 1-year-old son. EJ, if you see his daddy loves you. And I seen on the news this woman, bro. Like, she ran into the school, dog. They didn't let her in, and she ran into the school. She ran into the school, and she got her kids out of the classroom. And she could tell because she drops her kids off at the classroom, because they're in elementary school, dude. I don't know if this is real or not. I don't. Why would she lie? She has her kids. It was live. She's wearing the same hat. She could hear the shooting in the building, and she said there were no cops in there, which is totally, I don't know if it's propaganda. I don't know. But if she truly ran into the building, got her kids out, like, oh my goodness, like, that is terrible. That could have, oh goodness, I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine, like, having to get your kids out because there's nothing you can do. And I feel like, If it's an even playing field and the principal is training, because normally these kids aren't really training that heavily before they go and do these. But if a trained vice principal or principal, someone that is actively training for these type of situations, hitting moving targets, that will give the kids a lot better chance. That would give your kids a lot better chance to survive. A lot less kids would die. And we could stop saying what if. And once again, I don't believe the guns kill people. I believe people kill people. I do believe that they should do something about the assault rifle, but that's not the issue. But that's not my place sorry, man, I'm just losing my words. It's not my place to tell you what you can and cannot have. But as a parent, I feel like there are some things that we can do. And one of them is, hey, man, if these principals don't want to do it, everybody think it's a bad idea. Let's get a specialist in there and just have him in a room with an assault rifle waiting and guns and ammunition. And you just never see him. He's just always watching. I don't get it, because some people might not like the psychological fact that their principal has an assault rifle, Okay, fine. How about, like I said, military, somebody's ex-military, a cop, some type of high-level security specialist that will blow your brains out if you come in here and act stupid, and that's my solution. Please leave a comment below. If you guys think I'm crazy, that's fine. Not meant to offend anybody, but you gotta handle business, dog. You gotta handle business, like straight up. And you don't have to agree with me. But yeah, you guys have a good day. Rest in peace to all the families, lost children. Whew, man, and I hope anybody that was negatively affected by this as well, which I feel like a lot of parents just see that, and it just strikes a nerve, man. I hope you guys do something about it. I'm doing this. This is me doing something about it. I'm getting information, giving ideas. I'm not just talking about it. About how disgraceful it is and the reactions, and like there's nothing we could do to change it, but for us to sit up here on the news, the media, and to blame others, to repeatedly display the problem in fear, in ways of to trigger even more fear on top of it while we're already extremely sad, I feel like is not right. I feel like if someone should be able to slap you in these press conferences, if you come up here and you're just like, just talking about the issue, but having zero solutions that are real, and you're pointing the finger, you're deflecting, not taking ownership pretty much. For not taking ownership of the issue while you're up there, somebody should be able to just come up there and just slap you and then just walk off. It should be normal. Like it should be okay. It's just one person, you understand? We should all be able to slap each other. But if a politician or a leader is coming up here not giving us some real solutions, instead of just pandering, and not taking ownership of it, like I want somebody to go up there and be like, I personally will get this taken care of. Here's what I plan on doing. And it should be cut and dry. It shouldn't be vague. It shouldn't be foggy. It should be crystal clear. There should be dates. There should be, oh goodness. It should be a lot more clean and clear, as far as what the plan is than what we have currently. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Y'all take it easy. Your boy's out. Catch you later.